represents a warrior with an indestructible spirit. 4. The wind. This element represents the goodness of your heart.
Lateral acrobatics.
The first technique will teach you how to block and control a punch. First technique, block and control. When you see the attack coming, quickly slip and parry the attack with the front hand. Control the movement of both arms. Redirect any cross attacks using the opponent's force against him. Put pressure on the neck, control the arm and lock the elbow. This technique will help you to control the situation and stop any additional attacks by the assailant. Rear naked choke is one of the most effective control submission techniques. It is necessary to put the opponent out of balance to prevent possible escapes. Second technique, evade and dominate. The attacker will attempt to position himself behind you for a choke. Avoid this by quickly taking control of his forearm and pushing the elbow upwards while rotating your body away from the attacker. Maintain the grip of the forearm and apply pressure above the elbow to establish an arm lock. Being able to escape the choke and quickly re-establish balance will keep you in the fight. If you fail, you will be unconscious in a matter of seconds. When the opponent comes at you with full force, it's imperative to protect vital areas and strike back at the first available opportunity. Third technique, defend and counter-attack. Use elbow covers against incoming punches and kicks. Parry the attack with a high wing block. Roll the elbow across the arm and counter-attack with a hammer fist. If the opponent blocks, clear the arm and deliver a hook punch to the head. Adequately defending against a flurry of blows will allow you to find an opportunity to finish the fight in your favour. Your last lesson will demonstrate the importance of escaping a side hand-head control. This is a dangerous position to find yourself in, and escaping it has to be of the utmost importance. Fourth technique, side hand-head control escape. Act by ducking under the arm while violently shoving your attacker's elbows upwards. Use the created gap to enter into a throw position. Grabbing by the groin, lower your centre of gravity, then stand up and lift your opponent into the air, twisting and slamming him into the ground. This last technique improves your chances against a knowledgeable and skilled attacker, and gives you the opportunity to disable him by using gravity to your advantage. This concludes today's lesson.
один добавляй. Левый плюнь.
Ой! Ой, давай, давай!
Пыли, не пыли.
Давай, кидай.
Ну тебя бросай. Давай. Я могу цепанись, влияй, все, вперед.
Давай, еще чуть-чуть. Все, нормально, поехали.
Я просто держи, как сейчас.
Активнее в партере работаем.
Все, держи, так.
Стоп!
Два удара жми, шаг.
Отличный золотой пинок был красивый.
Все, один удар, все.
Запейте руками.
Не бойся, ты иди вперед, все. Размер.
Джеб, кидай.
Во!
Еще разок так же.
Давай, держи. Да. Все, поехал, давай. Все, давай.
Давай, так же. Поймаешь его.
Все, давай.
Руки подними.
Мишаня, он умер. Давай, Мишаня.
Ну все, левый, поехал, все, давай, руби. Все, давай.
Да, действительно, он выиграл. Давай, хороший суд. Иди сюда, вставай.
That's it. Oh. And you notice in the high belt, you notice you respond. You took the fight to him immediately. You respond immediately. Shock him. And that's how you have to do it. You have to shock. Because right away, your attacker, his mentality is that, he's going to surprise us. This way of, you have the time, this and that, that's to keep you off guard. And his idea, one thing you got to understand about an opponent and an attack in the street, he's already figured out that he's going to get you. You see? He's already made up his mind that his method in terms of surprising you is going to work. He doesn't see it fail. So that's how he's going to move. And that's to play to your advantage, to his disadvantage. His perception, his lack of understanding, real true perception is to understand that it's the chances that his technique may not work. But he's not thinking like that. See? Right to the point. No messing around. Take him down, this and that. That's why this is not boxing. This is combat. And if you notice each time Sensei, he neutralizes, he stops his momentum, and then he responds. No hesitation, reflex, respond. That's it. Now you're talking. That's it. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. That's our art. See? None of that exchanging, absorbing too much. You are only human and you can get hit. But the only thing is you have to minimize the amount of attack from your opponent. You have to, minimize whatever. He may throw a blow, he may get one or two in there, but that should be the minimum, or the maximum. Okay? That's fine. There you go. Right. You notice, let's get through. Yummy. Okay.
Sir, excuse me.
Like I said, we're only human, and there's no Superman, superhuman. Everything can happen. You can, we're talking about incorporating, a time method here in the dojo. Doesn't mean that it's always going to work, but at least that's your mentality, that's your mindset, and the time method. That I'm saying, trying to subdue your opponent and eliminate the attack in the amount of seconds is, you incorporate that. That means that when it's really happening, and you may not do it in seconds, but you because of your training and your discipline, it's not about giving up. You see, and that's the deal. Yummy. Good. All right. Good. That's it. That's it.
No.
Good. Yummy. Good. Good. That's it. Yummy. Okay. Good. Good. Great.
Oh, man.
All right.
کاوابومنز پایسما مبارزه مرگ نینجاها. تنمن شیدوشیکای نینجا، محل تمرینات نامنظم نینجاها.
Traveling in time. Energy and boom, he's already hitting. As you notice, I'm already trapping the possibility of his next attack. I have my fingers where I could gouge, I can hit, I can strike, I can double lock. can twist, I can take down. All these things, I'm still continuing, even with that same hand, hitting. My other hand is here, so I'm protecting against his leg, maybe coming up, trying to kick my face, okay? Trap, utilizing himself, his body, my own locks, my own ability to subdue this person, depending on the level of intent, to completely stop his ability to attack me. Off balance. I have to commit myself all the way moving in on this. For every strike, I'm going to hit him at least twice. Boom, hit him. I'm already working on something else, some other piece. Depending on the attack, I can use small parts of the body to control the whole body. So very easily. Still hitting, still working. Okay? Okay, still hitting those blocks. Okay? Thank you, sir.
le Hiken, bouton inversé, et le Hanbo, ou bâton moyen. En premier lieu, nous pourrons voir l'usage du ninjato ou épée ninja, l'arme la plus caractéristique du guerrier ninja. Commençons.
In this volume, you will learn the basic moves of Taijutsu. As you can see, the body moves in a smooth, wind-like fashion. True Taijutsu is not an aggressive Taijutsu. It never blocks the opponent's blow, but diverts the blow away from the body. Notice how the opponent's hand is gripped. Try to concentrate or channel as much energy into the grip as possible. As you can see, the entire sequence moves along smoothly. In this exercise, slowly tilt the upper torso backwards. Try to keep the back as straight as possible and stretch the stomach muscles. This particular exercise loosens the muscles around the thighs, as well as the stomach and back muscles. Assume the proper stance once the roll is completed. In this way, the ninja can attack with shuriken or blinders. It is important to always remain in constant motion. Watch the maneuver closely. If it proves difficult to throw the opponent, step into the opponent with a left leg and use it as a throwing pivot. Once the opponent is on the ground, the wrist joint is pinned. This is a variation of uragyakutori. In this case, the opponent is armed with a weapon called shiko. The weapon is used against the opponent. The thief of shiko in the hands of the inexperienced user can have a damaging effect on the user himself. For the ninja, fighting without a weapon can prove more effective than fighting with one at times. Between the neck and the collarbone, the vulnerable areas, such as the face, the back of the head, his neck, and chin can all be hit. The opponent is then knocked over using the entire body. This is just one form of sanshin. Now let's look at a few examples of Sanshin Shito.